Welcome back to Unpacked
with Ethan.
and Reese.
It's the first time we've done it right in weeks.
Put it there. Booyah!
And today
It's a big day. It's
is
Monday.
It's not Monday.
It's
Actually,
Wednesday.
my friend here didn't show up
I'm
for
sorry, guys.
our podcast at the time we normally do it. So this,
Show up. We do it at my house. I feel like you didn't
hey,
show up.
hey,
Oh,
we
sorry.
do it at the studio.
Guys, sorry. The studio.
No, she's mocking me.
I wasn't mocking. I was actually fixing my hair at the same time, but then I noticed that we were both doing it, and I was like, this looks silly. We're both going. Anyway, my hair is back to brown-ish. It was red last week, if you guys remember. I know this is crazy news.
I like the color it is now. It's still kind of red.
Thanks. It is kind of red. The red just wasn't me.
But yeah, somebody didn't show up to our podcast time on Monday, so here we are, 2 days late.
Yeah, because I know he had big plans today.
So I hope I can get it out to you guys in time. And if it's not on time, you can blame her.
Yeah, it's all my fault, and I'm really sorry, and my heart breaks for this man. And I hope that someday I'll be able to repay you.
You can try your best,
I tried
but
to make it up to you with banana cake.
it was burnt.
Said it was a one. It wasn't burnt. Bro's never had banana cake before, banana bread.
Yes, I have. I've told you this.
I know. I made you banana cake at the beginning of the year. He's on his phone. He doesn't even care about me. He's snapping.
Anyway, so what do you want to talk about? We're on our fucking motherfucking podcast.
I know. What's new? How was your week? Did anything crazy happen?
No. Yes.
What happened?
Oh my god.
Something insane
You guys.
happened.
I sat next to this dude in my class the other day.
Yeah.
And he sits down. He's never actually formally introduced himself. He finally introduces himself to me.
What did he say?
He's just like, "What's your name? Blah, blah, blah. How's your day been?" And then he almost drops his smoothie like twice, and he catches it. He goes, "Whoa," and catches it. And then he drops his phone like 3 times. One time he drops it on his hand, and he's like, and then I start smelling something, and I was like, why does it smell so bad? And then he starts going, and then he suddenly gets up and walks out of the room.
Maybe he shit his pants on accident.
That's what I'm thinking.
Oh,
It was
poor
crazy.
Guy.
He's really funny, though. Every day he does something.
Like what?
He did spill his smoothie like 2 days ago.
Where does he get smoothies from? From the smoothie
Yeah,
shop?
the smoothie shop.
I'm happy for him.
But that was the crazy thing that happened
That's
to
the
me.
craziest thing that happened to you this week?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let me think.
I lost my ID.
No.
And they posted it to the story. And it has my
actually
old
really
photo, and it looks
embarrassing.
really bad. And it's like, you guys always cross off people's photos for them.
And typically, like, the last name and the G number, typically, like, they're so kind about it.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like, whoever left their ID at this place, this bitch propped my photo up against the wall like she was having a photo
The
shoot.
spotlight is, like, shining on it.
She pulled out her ring light, got the angles perfectly, and took the photo, left my G number, left my full name,
Somehow
and
your
left
middle
my
name.
picture. What?
She put your middle name. I'm just kidding. She did. Wouldn't that be fucked up?
She's such a fucking liar. And then, to make matters worse, last time when I was walking back, I ripped ass so hard that I scared the dog that was walking across the sidewalk, and it came over to me and ripped so hard off of its owner's leash
Yeah.
and started chasing me.
No! Last night?
Yes.
After I left?
Yes.
No! Was it Tommy?
No. It was like right around here. And he got so angry that I farted.
The
that
dog or the owner?
The dog, it ripped its leash out of its owner's hand
Oh my god.
and like ran after me, and the owner had to chase after and grab the leash.
Is that what the bite on your side is from?
What? You're so stupid.
I can't tell if you're fucking with me or not.
No, I am. But wouldn't that be crazy if that happened?
Well, yeah, I was trying to feed into your story. Mofo was always like, you don't back me up, you don't support me. I was trying to support you. I was trying to add fuel to your fire. He shot me down.
But that would have been crazy.
I would have been fucked up. I love dogs. I got to see my dog this weekend, and I showed her my hippo puppet, and she hated it. Also, real talk, guys, my dog's a fucking schizo, and I don't know what to do about it. So, because I was doing some research on it, as I like to do, and I found that it's like she's a paranoid dog, and she's like, you have an eyelash. Would you like to make a wish? Did you make a wish?
Yeah.
Was it a good one?
Mm-hmm.
Can I know?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Anyway. My dog's a fucking schizo. Well, actually, that's kind of mean of me to say. My dog is a dog with schizophrenia, and I don't know what to do about it. We should make this an advice column.
Who wants our advice?
Someone probably.
We should start taking, every week we'll answer, like, a
Sorry,
question.
I have a cough.
Yeah, you've had a
Good
cough the last, like, 7 episodes.
I know, but I'm still
You're like,
sorry deeply.
The first episode, you're like, guys, sorry, I'm a little bit sick. My throat's a little dry. And then every episode after that, sorry, I have a cough. Last week she had the flu and she still made me film with her.
I said that we didn't have to. I actually wasn't going to ask you if you wanted to film and then you showed up in my house. I was like, damn. Which is dedication. So thank you for being... But also, this fake mofo, he says that. And then, guys, next week in 2 weeks we're going on spring break. And he says that we're going to have an off week. So fight in the comments about if we should have an off week or not. Because personally, I say no. I say we do a carpool karaoke style and we film in the car. Because I think it would be so funny.
When am I going to edit it, though?
It can be unedited.
Oh, my God.
He hates me. Anyways, apparently I have bad ideas.
What was your idea yesterday when you were like...
Oh, gosh. Because, okay, we're going on spring break. Gosh, oh my gosh, guys. This is so full circle moment. I have so much to say. Well, actually, not really. I just think it's crazy. Last year at this exact time, me and Ethan... How's your face looking?
Really good. From this angle, it looks like my skin looks really nice. You see?
Yeah. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Ethan and I basically just went out of town. Wait, but do you know what this means?
Yeah.
Do you really?
No.
He doesn't care. He only cares about himself, you guys, I'm telling you. Anyway, this time last weekend, the exact same weekend, me and you both went out of town. Lizzie and Grace had a fucked up weekend, right? And you know what happened the weekend after?
What?
We had a fucked up weekend. We had a crazy weekend. So we gotta do something.
Was that when we went?
We went to SZA. So we need to do something crazy this weekend, man. What do you want to do? You don't have it in you,
So
do you?
much to live up to. I don't.
That's kind of how
There's
I
no
feel.
SZA concerts around us.
But isn't that sad? But anyways, it's just silly because it's like everything is aligning into place exactly how it did last year at this time, and it's like everything is so cyclical. It makes me want to cry. You know what I mean? Like it's so crazy. But anyways, we're going on spring break again. Last year there was a lot of drama to all of our loyal followers and our fans who
have been here from the beginning.
Yeah, they remember. I actually watched it back the other day. When I went home, I watched back all of our old episodes, and I was like, whoa.
All of them?
Not all of them, like 3. We were crazy.
Why?
We were also, I don't know, it's just silly. It was just silly. I don't know.
You guys, I never watch back the episodes.
Yeah. He's not conceited like that.
Maybe in like 7 years I'll go back. I think that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah. I think it'll be fun to do that, but it was more so just like I wanted to see it. Well, I didn't watch the full episodes, but I watched like part of the intro episode, and I was like, whoa.
And that one was terrible.
It was really terrible. I'm like sawing on the board, and it's also really silly because it's like you watch it back, and it's like at that point we had only known each other for like 4 months, so we're still a little bit nervy around each other. It's like haha hee when we tell jokes. It's like, well, that's kind of silly. What was my point in this? Oh yeah, basically last year spring break was a little bit silly. Oh no, was a little bit silly. And
Oh no.
What was my point with any of this? It was just a little bit silly. And anyway, this year we're going to Gulf Shores. That was a good out. But we're stopping in Nashville area on the way there. Also, this doesn't matter. And I was like, I need to book a location for us to stop halfway. Because we can't drive fucking 15 hours in one go. Oh, wait, could if you let me. But anyways, we were like, oh my god, they're so
I
cool.
said
Oh my god, they're so cool. Anyways.
I said that you could if you wanted to.
Yeah. Anyway, so we're like, we should probably stop. So then I'm like, I haven't booked the hotel for halfway yet. And he's like, well, why the fuck haven't you booked the hotel for halfway yet? What, you're going to screw us over? What if there are no hotels left? And I was like, we can sleep in my car. And he was like, okay, fine, we can sleep in your car, but only if I get to sleep laying down and you all have to sit laying up. I was like, okay, whatever, I don't really care, you can have that luxury. And then I was like, why don't we just go camping? And then I immediately paused and I go, because it's a bad idea. I caught myself so quick.
She caught herself, you
I know.
guys.
Typically, my bad ideas, they just fester out there. Like, I had a bad idea. Well, actually, I thought it was a silly idea. I don't know. I'm realizing that I need to stop trusting myself at, like, after, like, 9 p.m. because I feel too silly. I feel like I have drank all the alcohol in the world, and I am just a silly fucking woman, not a man. I feel so silly at night. Do you feel silly at night?
Not really.
Okay.
I
But
feel
anyway.
at peace.
Okay, I don't. I feel so silly. All my thoughts are churning. Anyway, what was my point of this? Oh yeah, the other day I was picking in my closet from outfits the next day, and I decided that I needed to wear all brown because I thought it'd be funny for whatever reason. And then I checked my email, and I was like, oh my god, it's gonna be National Muffin Day as well. This is perfect. I'm gonna wear all brown on National Muffin Day. And then Ethan texted me. What did he say to me? Oh yeah, we were supposed to get dinner, but whatever. But he got out of my car, so I was so confused. And I was like, man, he hates me. He got out of my car. So I texted him, and I was like, why'd you get out of my car? Anyways, then he was like, I forgot. And I said, coffee? And he said, no. And I said, okay. Anyway, I'm wearing something silly tomorrow. You should wear all yellow. And then he was like, I hate yellow, but okay. Anyways, I wake up the next morning, and I'm like, well, actually, then I told someone the idea, and they were like, oh, that's really funny. You're really getting him good. And I was like, why is everybody so mean? Nobody.
You never explained why, though.
Why what?
Why you told me to wear yellow.
Oh, yeah, because that made me poop. Anyway, and I was like, that's so fucking funny. I'm going to be already walking around in all brown all day, and Mans is going to be in piss fucking yellow, and we're going to be walking next to each other like pee and fucking poop. That's so silly. Anyways, the person I told did not find it funny. I was like, okay, whatever, fucking loser lame-o, wannabe. Anyway, but then I woke up in the morning, and I was like, I was feeling happy at night, and then I woke up feeling sad, and I was like, oh my god, what I wear, my mood dictates so much what color I wear, you know? So I was like, I'm feeling sad, not like wearing brown.
I feel like brown is a very sad color.
Brown is not a sad color. Sad would be like I wear black. Or gray. Or
black veil.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah. Or just like neutrals is when I'm feeling sad. Or like, honestly, any color that isn't like vibrant.
Brown is not a neutral. is a neutral. It's not vibrant at all.
Sorry. Oh my god. Also the other day, sorry, I have so many stories for this week. Anyway. He's looking at me. Let me finish his story. Anyways, then I woke up and I was like, I'm so not feeling wearing brown. Oh, actually, I guess I am feeling brown, but sometimes when I'm not feeling happy, I don't feel confident enough to look stupid, you know? It's like, if I'm in a bad mood, I don't want to look stupid, too. You know what I mean? But anyways, I was like, I'm already in kind of a bad mood. Anyways, then I was like, I texted him, and I was like, don't wear yellow.
She texts me.
On 2 platforms. Oh my god, because I get so nervous. You don't understand how touchy this mofo is. Some days, it's like, he's the loveliest man in the world, and then other days, I'll be like, how's it going? Like, last night I asked him, how's it going? And he's like, fuck you, I'm not telling you how I'm doing. And it's like, mofo, I was just asking a question. That's not at all what he did, but he just wouldn't answer my question. So it's like, you don't understand. Ethan is so unpredictable. So I was like, oh my god, this is terrible. This is so terrible. He's gonna come to my house and he's gonna fucking shoot me. He's gonna be like, oh my god, I'm wearing yellow and you're wearing brown. You look like fucking pee and poop. I'm not gonna walk next to you today. You're a fucking cunt. And I could just see it and hear it in my head. And I was like, this mofo is going to get to my house and fucking wring my throat, or he's gonna be like, you need to change. He's gonna be like my fucking father. And I was like, this is terrible. I cannot set myself up for a terrible week because I made my friend dress like pee pee poo poo with me. So I texted him to change 2 platforms, but I knew he wasn't going to because he's a fucking stubborn motherfucker. So I was like, fine, I'll change. But I was like, but I can't just change into anything because then he'll be like, well, why'd I have to wear yellow? So I found a sweater that was blue with like little yellow accents on it, and I was like, this will do. But I fucking hate that sweater because it fits me so so weird. And it makes my boobs look so fucking weird. And it makes my fucking... God. I just don't like the sweater. Then Mofo pulls up, and he peeks his head in the door, and he's like, what are you wearing? And I'm like, huh? Sorry. And I was like, oh, I got so nervous. You want to see my brown fit? And then I changed. And then, long story short, I ended up wearing my brown outfit. He wore yellow. We looked lovely. Nobody said anything. Well, actually, a few people said they liked my outfit. One girl I walk in, she goes, yo, it's National Muffin Day. All brown for National Muffin Day. I was like, she gets it. Anyway.
People complimented my outfit.
That's good. But I'm saying they didn't compliment us together.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody was like, wow, you look like pee and poop. Just so hateful.
But she texts me maybe 20 minutes before we're supposed to leave.
I know.
On both text messages and Snapchat, she sends me a text, don't wear yellow. It's a bad idea. You're like, please don't wear yellow.
Oh my god, I just get so nervous. I said, well, hold on, I'll read the text from the night before. Whatever, we talked about coffee. And I said, Yahoo, my fit tomorrow is insane. Be ready. You should wear yellow. He said, why yellow? I said, no reason. He said, what the fuck? I said, cool your jets, just a suggestion. He said, I'll see what I can do. I just really hate yellow. I said, don't wear it if it's going to make you sad all day. And then it sounds like
this is a long text. I don't remember.
I'm not as funny as I was last night, so I'm thinking now you might actually be upset with me, so maybe don't wear yellow unless you want to potentially be mad at me. And he just sent me a question mark. And I said, just saying, Shotty, but your choice, of course. And then I also texted him on Snapchat because I was like, this mofo... Well, actually, I texted you on Snapchat first because you're so unreliable with texting. It's like sometimes he'll answer me in like fucking 20 seconds, and then sometimes I have to wait like 20 hours for like a yes or no answer, and it's like, bro, can't a girl just get a fucking answer? It'd be easier to just knock on your door. I need to start doing that when I need to contact you. Anyway.
It actually wouldn't because I don't hear when you ring my doorbell.
He also doesn't. Last night, I'm trying to make fucking banana bread because Mofo's like, my bananas are rotting. They also weren't nearly as rotten as I thought they were.
We need to eat my pineapple today, though.
I have grapefruit. We can make fruit salad.
Okay. Grapefruit and pineapple.
I have an apple as well. I took a bite out of it last night, though. I was feeling crazy last night. Whenever I make banana cake, I feel crazy inside. Anyway, so I was like... Anyway, I got home and I was like... I got home from such a long day. And then I was like, I need to sit down. But then my roommate was talking, and I was like, I need to make banana bread.
Because she was talking?
Yeah, and it was too much for me to intake at that time, and I said, I need to release my stress somewhere. I need to make banana bread. So I texted my friend over here, and I said, can I get your bananas? Then I fucking pull up to his house, and he knows I'm coming. I said, I'll be there shortly. I ring the doorbell. No answer. I stand there for a while. I text him. But I'm like, also, it's like almost 11 p.m. Oh my god, I just sounded like I had a list. Maybe I do have a list. I'm feeling extra speedy today. Anyways, so I wait. Nobody answers. I walk in his house, which is kind of fucked up. I wouldn't feel bad if it was just you and Grace who lived there. But since Clarissa lives there as well, you know, it's like sometimes I feel really bad because I'll ring the doorbell and she'll like get all nervous and she answers the door and she's like, sorry. Or actually, like nobody will answer, so I'll just walk in and she'll be standing like in the kitchen, like in her pajamas, and she's like, sorry, I didn't know who it was, and I didn't have anyone coming over, so I was hoping Ethan or Grace would get the door, because I kind of look bad right now. I was like, God, that's so sad, and neither of my friends will freaking answer the door, because I don't know why. It's not like I'm just
It's hard to hear the doorbell for some reason.
I guess we don't have a doorbell, so I don't know what it sounds like.
I don't know what it sounds like either. I've never heard it, except when I'm like right next to the door.
Interesting.
I don't think I can hear it from my room.
So should I knock then?
No, I can't hear that either.
Like, maybe I just needed to get rocks and throw them at his door or at his window. Then I'm like, that's kind of mean of me to do. But you like really won't answer, and it's like anyways, it doesn't matter because I got my bananas. But I walked in, and as I was walking in, Grace was walking down, and she was so freaked out to see him. She was like, and then I took the bananas and I talked to her for a little bit, and then I left. Well, actually, then I ran up the door, I chucked the chocolate at your door, and then I ran downstairs. And then I left. And then I walked home. Anyway, my final story for the week. Actually, not for the week. I've got so much to say. It'll all come back to me. But I was coughing at the freaking dining hall. We had late night. Last year we would Warty, which is a wing party. And basically on Saturday night when we had all of our meal swipes left over, we would use all of them to have a fucking wing party, right? Anyways, are you tired?
No.
Good. We would have a Warty. we would have a warty. And so we wartied this week, and I was coughing along. Like, anyways, then fucking this one man and his whole friend group, they're like, anyways, I guess that was the whole story. It wasn't as exciting as it was in person. Would you agree?
I think he could have told it better.
Okay, anyways, guys, I'm sitting there with my friend. We're talking, and I'm going, like, basically, like, healed over, like, uncontrollably about to vomit from how hard I'm coughing. And this table from across the way, they're definitely little freshmen. They all shoot over, and they're all staring at me. And I look over, and I make eye contact with them, and they all start laughing and, like, kind of whispering to each other. And I go, I'm sorry, guys, I can't stop coughing. And then they're all talking, like, oh, man, no, it's okay, we've all been there. Anyways, still kind of a bad story. What's new with you?
Nothing really.
Okay.
We had Valentine's Day.
How was your Valentine's Day?
Pretty good.
Did you do anything crazy? Hold on. I had the flu.
Oh my god. You need to give us a love update.
Nothing crazy has happened.
Pull out your Tinder.
I don't wanna.
Please.
No. But I do have an update.
What?
I might be hanging out with someone this weekend.
Who?
A person that I met
Where?
on Tinder.
Are you serious? Can I see?
No.
Please.
Nerve-wracking.
Please. I won't read the text out loud. Just let me see.
Well, you don't gotta read the text at
Well,
all.
can I see what the person looks like?
No.
Oh my.
Too nerve-wracking.
Please.
No. But anyways, there's
Reese,
my update.
you have to.
But also, I can't give an update now, because what if it goes poorly?
Then you give us the update that it went poorly.
But also, it's so nerve-wracking. Then
Can
I'm
I
gonna tell
see a
all the
picture?
fans.
Please, Reese.
No. Because that's so embarrassing.
Oh my god. Well, you've already said it, so if you just let me look at the photo.
No, because you're going to be critical and judgmental. You're going to be like,
So,
you're an ugly mofo.
if you're
I'm
worried
be
that
like,
I'm going to be critical,
What?
then,
You're critical of everybody.
yeah, so, let's see.
No.
I gotta tell you if it's good or not.
No. Because also, I've been thinking.
What?
I don't think that love is for me. Well, I think it is, but not. It's just too much. I decided. Yeah. Anyways, that's all I have to
So
say.
can I see what they look like?
No.
Was it the one that we messaged before?
No.
A different one?
Yeah. She's kind of boring. That's.
Oh.
Well, can I give you an overall?
Yeah.
My experience from the past week.
Yeah. So you've been using it.
Well, I kind of forgot that I had it, and then I went home, and I was like, I need to see who I can find from my high school on here. And I found some people. Who did I find that was silly? I found the girl who was in love with me, and I was like, this is really silly. Anyways, I guess this doesn't really matter. Yeah, that was, oh wait, well, let me collect my thoughts. Most people are kind of boring and not engaging at all.
Well, that's the
truth?
thing.
Is this what you find?
You can't judge people's entire character based on a conversation that you have with them on Tinder.
No, I know, I understand that. But, like, most of them are just, like, so unbearable to talk to that it's like I didn't even respond. I stopped responding because it was like, you mofo, you're boring. It's like, why are you asking me what my major is? That's so fucking boring.
God.
Like, oh my god,
Because
you
gotta
suck.
start with the small talk.
Well, yeah, but it's like when like, oh my god, I just don't understand.
It's not.
I understand small talk, and I understand how to do it, but I feel like everybody that I was talking to doesn't understand small talk, and it's like I'm literally answering your question and setting you up to answer the question and ask me a perfect fucking question back. I'm like 6 steps ahead. And you're like, oh my god. And then, maybe I'm just boring and everybody hates me, is what I concluded. But I was like, no, I don't think that's the case. I just think that all these mofos maybe have autism and they don't know how to hold a conversation. Anyway. But anyway, I'm a little bit nervous. Because then I was also
thinking. So is it a date?
And I was like, I don't think so. I don't really know.
What was said?
Well, she's actually not from here.
Where's she from?
She's from the other side of the state.
What's she doing here?
It's her friend's birthday party.
Whoa.
I know, which I was like, whoa, that's kind of crazy.
So do you remember last week when you said that it had to be somebody close?
I feel like I didn't say that.
Yeah, because you said, you were like, I'm not going to be meeting someone on the other side of the fucking state.
Well, yeah.
And now you're meeting someone on the other side of the fucking state.
But that's such a bummer. Anyways, I don't know. I'm nervous. But then also it's like, this is so sad. You know what I mean?
Why?
Because it's like, I don't know. It makes me so sad.
Why?
I don't know. I'm not going to get ahead of myself.
Well, why does it make you sad?
Because it just does. I can't tell you.
Why? Can I please see a photo of this person?
No.
What the fuck?
Anyway.
I'm gonna pry it out of you by the end of the day.
That's okay. I told her about you. I said, because she asked me what I was doing, I said, I'll make a banana bread for my friend. She was like, huh? I was like, yeah. Mofo gave me all his bananas. She said that you should have helped me. She said it was unkind of you to give me your bananas and not help me make the bread.
We already don't like her. Such a dumb bitch.
Yeah, but I was like, nah, it's not like that. He's my friend. I'd probably kill someone for him so I could make the man banana bread. She was like, oh, makes sense. I know. I'll make the mofo bread.
Itchy.
Anyway, that's kind of it. I'm trying to think.
So this happened last night?
What? What did?
You texting the person.
Oh, no. I've been texting her for, like, the last week.
Whoa. So she's from home?
Mm-mm. She's from, like, where Lizzie lives, which is, like, an hour away from me.
Okay. So, okay.
Anyway, there's my update.
Wow. I didn't think we were going to have one, to be honest with
Really?
you. Yeah.
You had no faith in me? I can give more an update, because that's just kind of, like, part of it. I don't know. Yeah, a lot of people are boring. I'm trying to think. It still makes me feel weird. I don't like how people call me adorable. It makes me very frustrated. That's such a weird thing to say to somebody. Do you agree? I think it's weird, personally. It's like, okay, I understand that I'm not beautiful.
Well, you are a short and silly woman.
Is like,
it would be
like, just don't say anything, man. Don't say anything. Don't say anything.
It would annoy me if somebody called me adorable because I'm 6'1" and a man. Like, I'd be like,
well, yeah, it'd be different. But like, as a short woman, it's like, oh my god. It's like, at the beginning of the year or last semester, it happened to me on like 4 different occasions where at parties, it would be like, whatever, I'd walk in with like my group of people and all the girls would be like, oh my god, you're the most gorgeous girl ever, to like the people that I'm with. And then to me, they'd go, pinch my fucking cheeks and be like, oh, you're so adorable. And I'd be like, oh my god, okay. So I'm short and a little chubby. You don't have to call me adorable. That's so fucked up! Anyway, it makes me a little bit upset. But no harm, no foul, I guess.
You're not chubby, though. You just have pinchable cheeks.
Well, it frustrates me, though. It's like...
Yeah, anyway. Round cheeks, that's all.
I know. But I feel like that doesn't warrant me being called adorable. Anyways, because it's like, I'm not a child. That's such a childish thing to say to someone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you're so adorable. It's like, God, I'm 19 years old. I'm not fucking 4. Anyway. Hi, horse. Stepping it down. There's my update.
Okay. This is exciting.
That's all I got. Well, actually, let me think. I feel like more probably happened this week. Not in relation to that. Whoa!
So did you message more than one person?
Yeah. Because I was feeling really silly. God, I was actually really sad when I went home. I was terribly sad. I cried so much. Let me tell you guys something. He's always side-eyeing the camera. Okay, whenever I go back to my hometown, I'm always on my period. Which, you know how terrible that is? Do you know what that means? I'm already sad because I'm fucking have hormones going in my body. And then on top of that, I'm thrown back into my home environment, which is so bittersweet because it's like, God, I should love my home, and I do love my home, but then also it's my home, you know? So it's like I was already tweaking, and I was feeling really silly, and I was feeling very, very silly. And then I was like, I'm going to be silly. And then I was silly. And that's my moral of the story.
Such a good story.
Thank you. Anyways, let me see what else happened this week.
We can see what else happened. Yeah, we can do that, but we have to
take a commercial break.
Don't we?
No, because it'll record right through now, the new software.
Till when? Till we stop?
Yeah.
Whoa.
What? He's missing things. Anyways, I had good chicken. There's this family diner in Rochester. Doesn't this chicken look good?
Mm-hmm.
Is it really?
Sure.
Is
it fried?
It's like in a pan. Like, it's like, Actually, I don't know. It's breaded in pecans, and then they, I think, pan fry it, and then you dip it in honey mustard, and it's so fucking good. So I got that. Oh, here's me and my dog.
Wow.
Zuh. I have 2 dogs. Oh, I saw the moon. The moon is always so much prettier in Rochester. In Allendale, is your moon prettier at home or here?
I don't really know.
My dad made deep dish pizza. Doesn't that look good?
So good.
He's lying. It's okay, Dad. Oh my god, I played cards. Oh! Can I teach you how to play gin tonight?
Tonight?
Do you have something else to do?
No.
Okay. If you don't want to be my friend, you can just tell me.
Okay.
What are you going to tell me?
Huh?
Never mind. Anyways, I played gin with my mom. Oh, I went to a bakery. It was pretty good. Oh my god. Oh my god. I went to a bakery with someone that you are not particularly fond of.
Who?
Romy. I went to a bakery because she was like, you want to get bagels? And I was like, sure, why not? It's Sunday morning and I have nothing else to do. I'm going to go get bagels. So we go to like our like local bakery, right? And we're eating our bagels. The person next to us was a couple. They're having a freaking wedding cake testing. And she looks at me and she's like, you know what you and Ethan need to do? You need to make a podcast episode out of you guys going and fucking tasting wedding cake. Isn't that a good idea? Because they give you the cake for free, don't they?
Do they really?
Don't they? If you're like, because you go to like the bakeries and then it's like you try the cake because you're allegedly, I guess, they're actually getting married, you know? And it's like, in hopes of that being their wedding cake, you know? So if I find a place that'll give us free cake for testing, will you pretend like you're getting married to me?
Oh my god.
Please? Fine, I'll find someone else.
I'll do it. Can we make Grace pretend that she's getting married to you?
Yeah, but then that adds so much complication.
Why?
Because she's a woman. Anyways, besides the point. Sorry, I just thought I proposed the idea. I thought the man liked free cake.
It's a good idea.
Okay. Anyways, next point. Oh, I guess that was all. Let us know if you guys would like to see that. Oh, and then I went to this very fancy restaurant. It was kind of epic. And it was like you got plates and then you shared it with your people. This is me and my dad. And then I woke up.
Hey, you're stepping on my court, by the way. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Anyways, I actually think that might be all. Then I drove home. Oh! And then we went to the library. And Ethan was sitting like a dork. I love when you sit like this. It makes me so happy. Your little praying mantis legs. Anyways, then I made banana bread cake. I already told you guys about that, and now I'm here.
Wow.
I know. It's been quite the... Wait, actually... Oh my god, it's been like a week and a half. I should have more to say. I had the flu. Guys, comment down below. I'm really trying to get them to engage this episode. They're not gonna. To all the mofos watching, please comment something. It makes my heart scream
had the flu.
when you guys actually engage. Because when you don't, it makes me cry uncontrollably. Anyways. Oh yeah, we already told them about that. We finished Love on the Spectrum. It was a good show. We did that Monday though, right? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And we went tanning. We went tanning again today. Tell us if we look tan.
We definitely don't.
Oh, okay. Anyways, I had 106.8 temperature, which, comment down below, should that have killed me or not? Because I told my mom that and she was furious. Here's my picture photo evidence. Anyways, she was so fucking upset with me and she was like, you could have died, your organs, and I was like, babe, I would be dead. Anyways, I went to the doctor. We won our first playoff game, then we lost our second playoff game. I played goalie. It was all my fault that we lost. I'm sorry. Ethan and I went to the dining hall.
Bro, you don't have to recap every single thing that happened.
I tried miracle berries. You want to talk about that?
Sure.
Okay. You guys know what miracle berries are? Anyways, miracle berries, I don't really know how it works. I probably should because I literally have a test on it fucking tomorrow. Anyways, you basically just have taste receptors, your taste buds, and they taste the different He's going on his phone, you guys. He so doesn't love me. This is terrible. He's literally, he's completely blowing me off. He doesn't care what I have to say. Anyways, it changes the taste of your taste buds, and it made the lemon sweet. Do you agree?
Mm-hmm. And I got a smoothie after I tried it, and it made it so sweet. It was so sweet and so good.
Period.
Are
you okay?
Yeah, why?
Just asking. Are you really okay?
Yeah, why?
How are you on a scale of 1 to 9? I'd like you to answer.
8.
Really?
Yeah,
I'm
why?
happy for you. Just a question.
Why?
Because I've been talking a lot, and you haven't been talking at all.
Because you've been talking a lot.
Sorry. It's never happened like this. Then I asked you.
Because you're like, well, first I went to the doctor's office.
I have a question. Do I have a lisp?
You ask this every episode.
No one has ever answered. So all you fake mofos who are like, we love Unpacked. Unpacked #1 fan. I watch every episode. Do you? Do you really? Because you've never commented down below and told me if I have a lisp or not.
I don't want to make you upset.
But I wouldn't be upset. If I had a lisp, there was somebody that I used to know who had a speech impediment, and he was so sexy. That's unrelated. So I wouldn't mind if I had a lisp. Anyway.
Yeah, nothing really interesting happened with me.
Me neither. I'm pulling shit out of my ass, brother.
You're like, I've had Miracle Belly. Then went to the really fancy restaurant where they give you plates and then you share them. Like, okay, what else do you do at a restaurant other than get given plates to eat?
No. Like, when you go to a restaurant, they like, you get your own, like you order your dish, but it's like, no, you order a bunch of things. Like we ordered like, there were like 4 of us, and we ordered like maybe like 6 things, and then they come out, and then you just share. Like everybody shares. Like they put their plates in the middle, and then everybody puts them on their little plates, and then you share.
So like a restaurant.
No. I guess. You're such a fucking loser, and you always burst my bubble. My bubble, always popping it.
Is that not just a restaurant?
Well, no, because it's different.
But you ordered like things that you could share instead of.
Well, yeah, I guess it was just a restaurant, but it was like, the concept was cool. I don't know. I thought it was pretty nifty. I liked it. Actually, it was a little bit freaky. The restaurant is Mad Nice. It's in Detroit.
Oh, that's the name of it?
Yeah.
I thought you were saying the restaurant was Mad Nice.
It's called Mad Nice. And you pull up.
Oh, my God.
Pop out at the party. And you walk in, and everybody is wearing a pink denim jumpsuit.
Are you serious?
Yeah, isn't that fucked up? My mom warned me. She was like, it's a little culty. And I'm not even gonna lie, I was a little bit overstimulated when I first walked in, and I did have to go to the bathroom because I thought I was gonna cry. Because it's so fucking funky. The lights are like, poof. He's literally on his phone right now, snapping people back. How do we think that makes me feel? How?
I'm listening.
No. Oh, no. If you paid attention in communication, you would know that you were being a distracted listener, and you are not actively listening to me right now.
I could hear you.
But you could hear. There's a difference between hearing and listening. You should know that. Caitlin Coons would be very upset. Anyways.
You name dropped her.
Our professor. Oh, I'm so sorry. Anyway.
I won't answer it.
Good. Thanks.
Sorry, I got fucking business deals for Unpacked coming through, and she doesn't want me to answer.
Sorry. Well, he told me I wasn't gonna get my cut this month.
Yeah, you're not getting your cut this month because you didn't show up.
I'm sorry. I had other things to do.
So you get your cut goes directly to this guy.
What are you gonna do with all that money?
Can't tell you.
Okay. Anyways, I don't remember what story I was telling. Oh yeah, basically they just walked out in pink jumpsuits and it was crazy. And I was like, damn. Thanks.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. I keep realizing every single week more and more how far removed from absolutely everyone I am.
Are you really? Don't look at me like that. Are you being serious?
Yeah, I don't really speak to anyone.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't realize in our communications class we were talking about like keeping and maintaining relationships.
Yeah.
I didn't realize you had to keep into contact with someone for them to still think that you're friends. Like, I thought if we didn't talk, it was just assumed since we never said we weren't friends. We're still friends. We just don't talk. And I started thinking that when I randomly, after like 2 years, text someone being like, hey, how's school going? They're probably like, what the fuck? Why is he texting me?
I understand. But I feel like I'm more in line with your thinking, and I wish that more people were like that. Because I've had people say the same thing. It's like, I don't know. You're kind of my friend unless proven not my friend in my head, you know? I've said that to you, and you were like, would you agree?
Yeah.
Like, unless something happens, you're my friend.
Well, I don't know. Because I also thought about this. I feel like I don't consider many people my friends.
Really?
Like,
Neither do I.
the other day when you said something about one of your friends, and then you said who, and I was like...
Oh, yeah, I remember that. We were in class, and I was like, But also, the teacher asked if we were in contact with anyone out of state. I wasn't gonna I don't know. I just raised my hand to raise my hand. I don't know if that's the term I would use, but I wasn't gonna be like, well... Am I allowed to raise my hand if they are an acquaintance? Like, what the fuck, man? It was just a question in class. I don't know. Let me count how many friends I have.
Oh my god, I have a friend out of state. What the fuck?
Yeah, I was kind of confused as to why you didn't raise your hand. I was like, I feel like you've got, like, the ultimate friend out of state.
The ultimate?
Like, what do you mean? Anyway.
Why do I have the ultimate friend out of state?
I don't know. But then I was like...
What makes her ultimate?
I don't know. But then I was like, also... I know so many people out of state. I know Rob. Shout out to Rob.
Oh my god, I have so many friends out of state.
That's what I was thinking.
Okay, it was 8:30 in the morning. Janae, friend that I had that moved out of state.
Well, that's what I'm saying. And then you have that mofo that lives and works on his cars.
Oh my god.
That's what I'm saying. You know so many people out of state, and I was like, why didn't he raise his hand? Apparently, none of these people are his friends. Anyway. And then he yelled at me.
I don't know why I didn't consider anybody. It was, you guys, it was really early in the morning. And also, it was a stupid question in the class that was just asking for a hand raise.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do have friends out of state. Thank you for reminding me.
You're welcome.
But that's like the kind of thing, like, I didn't get a response from one of my friends when I texted them. I'm like, how's your semester going? And I was like, what the fuck? Maybe they got a new number, though.
That's what I was thinking.
But I didn't try any other platform. And I don't know. I wonder how people feel when I comment on their Instagram posts after not seeing them for a couple years.
That's what I thought, too. Because sometimes I won't. And then I'll comment, and I'll be like, whoa, I'm actually not in high school anymore. And, like, we don't have first hour together, you know? And, like, it's not normal that I'm commenting because I actually haven't spoken to you in 4 years. It's like another comment for them.
But, yeah, if I see somebody that I knew and that I was friends with posting a picture, I'm going to be like, nice wig.
Exactly.
But yeah, I was thinking, I'm so far removed from everyone and their drama. I've been thinking that a lot lately.
Really? Are you glad about it or sad about it?
I think, I don't really care. And I think that's the problem. People underestimate how little I care.
That's fair.
About all of their lives. Like, not them as people, but like, if you're telling me the mundane, like, drama with the guy that I was telling my cousin this because I saw my cousin's baby over the weekend, and I was talking to my cousin, and I was like, I'm so sick of people. Well, I'm not sick of it, but like, I don't care when people tell me about like this date that they had. Mm-hmm. It's like, I really don't care.
What do you care about?
I don't know. If something crazy happens, like if you're getting married, I'm going to be like, whoa, what the fuck? That's crazy. Mm-hmm. Or if something, but like drama between like, oh, I don't like this person anymore because of this. Like, I'll listen to it.
Yeah.
I'll sit there and I'll listen, and I'll be like, yeah, that makes sense. Mm-hmm. But like, I'm not going to think about it past that moment.
I gotcha.
Like, we can talk about it together, but it's not going to eat me alive for the rest of my existence. And I know
Sorry.
some people out there that they live for the drama.
They do.
And I don't understand. Do you not have a life beyond just shitting on other people?
That's what I don't understand. Like, oh my god, I'm so busy. I have to file a work order because my sink is broken. And I have to study. And I have to... What are we doing tonight? Teach Ethan how to play cards. It's like, I don't get it either, like, truthfully. Like, don't you have anything better to do? Like, this... Like, no, I know you don't because you're a shitty person, so nobody likes you and you don't have friends to hang out with. You know?
It's really weird. Speaking of which, apparently I'm fake, you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Which is very sad news. Which, I don't know how I can be fake when so-called person who called me fake was attending my party.
Telling me that Ethan is fake. Guys, well, maybe I shouldn't give this disclaimer, but if you shit talk Ethan Outman to me, let me tell you something, I'm probably going to tell Ethan Outman. Which is kind of weird, because it's happened to me on a few occasions where people are like, you know your really close friend that you're always with, Ethan Outman? I'm like, yeah. And they're like, I hate him. And it's like, why are you telling me that?
It's so
like,
weird.
Why wouldn't I tell him?
Why would you come to my party at my house?
I don't know.
And say that I'm fake when you're talking shit about me, but you came to my house.
Yeah.
So who's the fake one here? And you came to my house. You've never said anything to me, but I don't know why people think I'm fake. I feel like everybody I don't like knows I don't like them.
That's what I don't understand. I feel like the word fake isn't fitting.
Isn't
like,
a good word. You could call me a fucking dick.
And I'd be like, okay, yeah, like he's an asshole sometimes. But like to call you fake is like, no, I don't.
It's weird, and I know why.
Why?
It's because somebody, not gonna name names, is upset that they couldn't get any, and that's okay.
Well, you really think that's their cause?
Yeah.
Damn.
Because, to be honest, this motherfucker keeps asking me to hang out, and I'm doing things. Like we just said, we're fucking busy people, okay? So if you ask me to hang out last minute and I say no, you can't be pissed that I said no.
Sure.
But granted, it did happen like maybe 5 times that I was like, I can't.
Mm-hmm. But also if you genuinely can't, then it's not your problem.
Or I don't feel like it. Yeah. But I say that, I'm like, maybe another time.
Weird.
But that's not fake. That, like, I don't got anything against anyone that I don't hang out with.
Yeah.
But, I don't know.
Neither do I.
I can be really real if you want me to. That's what I don't understand. Like, by fake, do they mean they don't like that I'm kind to people when they're around me and I'm welcoming? Because I've gotten that a lot, that people are like, why are you so nice to everyone when they show up? Like, greeting everyone, asking them how they're doing. But, like, if I'm going to have people at my house and they're going to come to my house, I'm going to ask them how they're doing, like, greet them at the door.
Well, I agree with that, too. I feel like people don't know the line between being fake and just common courtesy. Like, just because I don't like someone doesn't mean I'm going to be like, you're a piece of fucking shit.
If I don't,
I can still be courteous. Like, obviously,
I don't have
to
go up to somebody and tell them, fuck you, I hate you every time I see them.
No, like, I can still be like, hey, how's it going?
But also, if somebody I really didn't like, you guys, there are not many people that I actively dislike. If somebody I really didn't like was somewhere, you would tell that I didn't like them. Because if I didn't like somebody, I probably wouldn't go up to them and, like, ask them how they're doing and be kind. Yeah. I'd probably ignore them, or I'd tell them if it's at my house to get out. But if I'm going up to somebody and saying hello and, like, asking them how they're doing, then I like the person enough to care about how they're doing.
Yeah.
There's only, I can think of 2 people that I don't like. And both of them, I keep seeing on my Snapchat story against my will. I'm going to have to start.
Are they friends now? Did you know that?
Who?
2 people that you don't like? It's the 2 people that I think.
Who?
I can't say it. Why don't
tell me who you think it is. Oh, I forgot about
Whoa, so
them.
was it Bump It Up to 4?
No.
Who are you thinking?
I was...
Me and Grace?
Yeah. But, so I guess those would be the two. And...
Well, who are the other two?
Well, the other one was related to that. Another friend.
Oh, okay.
But like I haven't spoken to any of them. I haven't engaged with anyone.
Neither have I. I don't mind it though. Honestly, I don't know. I feel like having a lot of friends. Well, I actually didn't have a lot of friends in high school either. I dropped my microphone. I don't think having a lot of friends is for me, but I don't know. I feel like once you get to college, you're not supposed to have a big friend group.
That's the other thing. Like I got the people that I like, and we hang out.
That's what I'm saying.
And I care about what's going on with them. Like if we get lunch together, if we're hanging out on the weekends and you're telling me what's going on, I care about that. But I mean, like, if we are seeing each other in passing and you're telling me shit, I don't care.
Yeah, I agree. I know what you mean.
And there's a lot of people that I'm friendly with that I like a lot, but I think it's very important to limit who you call a friend.
I agree with
and
this.
Distinguish the difference between an actual friend and somebody that you're friendly with.
I agree.
Because there's a lot of people I'm friendly with, but they're not my friends. And they could be my friends.
I think it's a fair assessment. But I think that having too many friends is a bad thing. Personally.
I agree.
I'm content with the amount of friends I have, which, I don't know. I've always gotten a lot of shit for it, because I've always kept my circle very small. Like, even when I was a little girl, I only had, like maybe, 3 close friends, right? And then I had a big friend group, and they all hated me. So it's like, no, I'm not from a big friend
Well,
group.
yeah, that's what happens is people get so, like, there's always drama within bigger groups.
Oh, yeah, because there's always, the smaller, there's always the inner circle and the people that you don't actually really like. And then within the inner circle, it's broken off into, 3 different little trios. And it's, it's so annoying. It's like, why is it like that? It doesn't gotta be like that. It's like, no, I'm fine. I've got, 4 friends.
Also, just so everybody knows, based on my experience, everybody's like, oh, I can't wait to get out of high school to get into the real world. These bitches act just like they did in high school. Don't let them fool you. They are still immature little brats.
But also, I would agree, but I also think college is better because you don't have to see them. Like, in high school, it was they're immature little brats, but literally, I am, forced to be in the same room with them for 8 hours a day. In college, it's fuck you, but I'm just, not gonna see you, whatever. I'll see you in passing or at a party every month, but, whatever, you know?
But against my will, I've seen one of the people I really don't like all over, and it's getting to the point where I think I need to start muting people's stories.
Really?
Because, that's another controversial thing that I guess a lot of people don't agree with, but I agree with.
What?
Is if somebody is, if my friend hates someone and they have a good reason, I'm not going to be friends with that person. And I think it's so weird that anyone would be okay with that because you know that that person is probably saying some shit to them.
I agree.
At least one little thing in passing is being said.
Yeah.
And if you're willing to hang out with them, you're probably just letting them say it.
Yeah, I've thought about this a lot recently.
I've said it my whole life. I really believe in being guilty by association.
Do you really?
Yeah, and if you hang out with somebody that is a fucking bitch, then you're a fucking bitch too. And I will stand by that.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's the other thing. Oh my god, I got so much to talk about.
I'm so happy for you.
I've heard people call people their friends that they complain relentlessly about, and you included.
That's okay.
Why are you going to call someone your friend? Out of the friends I have, never have I once, said something like, oh, this person's kind of annoying or kind of a bitch, unless we were like actively upset with each other. But like, if I'm gonna be like, yeah, I'm never gonna say about one of my friends, yeah, she's kind of a bad friend, but I guess we're friends.
I guess that's fair.
And it's so weird to me when people are like, yeah, she's kind of a shitty person, but we're still friends. It's so fucking annoying.
I understand.
They're not your fucking friend.
I
If you
understand.
complain
Hey,
about them,
something?
yeah.
I've actually thought about this a lot. Yeah. I don't know what else to say. So, for a few things.
If you complain about someone and think they're a bad person, then they're not your fucking
I
friend.
actually thought about this a lot when I went home. Because I was thinking about stuff that happened over the summer. Because a lot happened to me over the summer with a few individuals. And I was like, whoa. Actually, I'm the world's biggest pushover. And I forget how mean people are to me. Because I forget that shit happens. And then, like, I'll say something, like, in passing to you or whatever. Be like, yeah, she's such a bitch. Like, she's kind of annoying. And then I'm like, hold on. Where's this coming from? And then I remember, and then I'm like, oh wait, actually, she was talking shit behind my back, and she was fucking spreading rumors about me. She's not my friend. So I just forget. You know what I mean? So I'm sorry, I forget that people
I will never forget.
I know, but I'm so bad at seeing the good in people, and it makes me upset. Because it's like, no, you're a shitty person, and you never apologized to me, and you made me feel like shit about myself.
I think that's the thing.
What?
You're saying you see the good in people. I think you don't see the good. You imagine the good.
Well, no. I disagree because I think there is some good.
But that's...
I know you're right.
If you guys, if somebody's talking shit about you, they're not your friend.
Really?
If at any point, if it was unprovoked, like if you guys have an argument and you're like, I think the critical piece is if somebody says you are such a bitch versus she's being a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
There's a difference. If you're talking present tense and you call your friend a bitch, then you can still be friends. Like you're being a bitch.
So let me ask you. Sorry. Oh my god, this is turning into an advice column. So then what do I do? Is it just like
I'm giving you the advice now?
Yeah,
it's not
like,
okay.
It's like, do I just say we're not friends anymore?
Don't say anything.
I can't be your friend. Well, that was, oh my god.
You don't need to say anything.
I felt like you. Because you know what happened? All of these people that treated me like shit, everybody always crawls back. And that's what I never understand. Everybody always treats me like shit, and then they leave. And then, guess what always happens? They always come back, and they're like, I realized that I've actually never had a friend like you before. And it's like, okay, well, you lost that opportunity. I'm sorry that all of your other friends are fucking boring and suck and actually don't care about you in any way. I'm sorry about that, but you can't come crawling back. But I actually do come crawling back. I mean, it's like, I don't know. I still keep a distance. I'm definitely not as close. I don't know. Like, I'm truly not that close with that many people. Anyways, do you understand my point? So what, I just stopped talking to people? Stop reaching out? But then I feel bad, because then it's like the ball's in my fucking court.
That's
now.
exactly the point.
And it's like, oh,
it's in your court, and then you keep it there.
Oh my god, does that dog have 3 legs? Oh my god, why is it walking like that? Oh my god. Anyways.
Yeah, you keep the ball in your court, and you just hold it there.
Okay.
For the rest of existence.
That's so sad, though, because, oh my god, that dog does have 3 legs. It's so fucked up. Why have I never... He has never had 3 legs. Man's just got it amputated. Anyways. Wow.
We need to start closing the blinds so my friend here gets less distracted.
Oh my god, he has 3 legs. He's going... Anyways. Yeah, I don't know. Friends are tricky. They're good. Sometimes bad. But also, apparently they're never supposed to be bad, but I disagree.
Well, what do you consider bad? If somebody talks shit about you...
Oh my god, I know. But also, I have it in my head. You have to understand, it's so tricky. Because actually, your upbringing is like everything. And everything, all of your past experiences shape you so much. And all my friends ever have always talked shit about me. Ever. You know? So I'm not saying... what?
That's interesting.
Why is he hemming and hawing? But also, girls are so different.
That's what I was thinking.
You also have to understand that girls are so
I think maybe that's
mean. Girls are literally the worst. It's like, oh my, they're terrible. Anyways, yeah, I think it's definitely a gender difference as well. Because girls are really mean.
I didn't really have, when I was really little, I didn't have any girlfriends growing up. It was like, I had a couple really close guy friends.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it was like we're friends. Where obviously we don't dislike each other. We're not gonna. I think that's the one area where men are like better socially. It's the one area, and that is when they're little and they have friendships, because they're like, why would I talk shit about someone I'm friends with?
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't make any sense.
I agree.
But girls are like so much more passive aggressive.
And they're so catty.
But then as you get older, then the men start becoming more shitty.
They really?
But I think when they're little, starting off, because the girls, well, let me break it down for you. The reason the men start off not like that is because they aren't, this is getting a little political, but they aren't trained to compete with each other.
Oh, yeah.
As children, they're trained to work together.
Yeah.
And women are supposed to compete against each other, because if you see a pretty woman, then she's going to take the opportunities that you are supposed to have, because there's not enough for everybody. In the men's world, growing up, you're taught, well, you work together, you're on a team.
Yeah.
But women are always pitted against each other. So that's why from such a young age, they always just like shit on each other. But then as you get older, the men start competing more, because they realize that, hey ho, my friend is more attractive than me.
Which is so weird. And I didn't know that this was a thing. I didn't know this existed until last year when Lizzie told me about it. Because she was like, I don't know. My roommate and I have had our quarrels, because she's definitely the prettier roommate. And it was very apparent last year when people would interact with us. I don't know if I ever told you this. Like, people wouldn't talk to me and only talk to her. Like, it would be like, oh my god, hey Lizzie, and like not like interact with me, and I'd say hello and they would ignore me, and it would be like, I understand anyways. And then she was like, well, I don't know. Then it was like the whole thing of like why a lot of female friendships don't work out, because it's like a lot of them are very competitive in a very weird way, and I've never understood that, but it makes sense, because that's how it was. Like, I look back even in middle school, and that's like what makes so much sense. Like anyways, that's all. It's very silly. I'm not composing my thoughts very well, but it is frustrating. I didn't know that was a thing until last year, but it makes sense. They're meant to be against each other, which is so rude. That's why I wish everybody was blind. Imagine how much better the world would be. Well, it'd be bad in some ways, but
I feel like it would be bad in a lot of ways if you couldn't see where you were going.
I mean, I guess.
How could anybody drive?
But it makes me so upset. This goes back to what I was talking about last week, literally, and I sent you a TikTok about it, because there was this one girl, and she was really beautiful, and she was like, but I have autism, and everybody thinks I'm just really silly. You know what I mean? But it's like, you get someone who's ugly and is a little fucked up, and it's like, oh my god, you're really disgusting. You know what I mean? It's like, that's so unfair. So everybody's up against each other, and everybody thinks the ugly people are fucking weird and ugly, and it's like, man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Can't an ugly girl just win? Anyways.
Wow.
Anyway, I wish that, I don't know. I hope I can be friends with a girl at some point.
Okay. Well, that's the thing I've realized recently, is as you get older, everybody gets more and more competitive with each other.
Well, that too. And it's like, I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Like, because even people that I'm not friends with, I still want the best for them, you know? It's like, I don't know, there's nobody that I'm like, God, I really wish I had what they had, you know? But I feel like there's
definitely people that I wish, like, you telling me you don't see someone with a nice car and you're like, fuck, I wish I had that?
No.
But I'm not going to be like, I'm not going to sit there and be upset with them because they have something I don't have. That's...
Okay, so you're saying the difference is, like, being actively upset about it?
Yeah, like, I know a lot of people, and I know a lot of people that show up to my parties that are probably just upset because they're kind of weird.
Really?
And not as attractive.
Okay.
And so they get a little bit jealous, and they take that anger out on me, which is, I guess, the opposite problem of, like, I guess there's benefits to being less attractive, and there's benefits to being more attractive. Benefits to being more attractive is you can be weird, and you're not weird, you're funny.
Yeah.
But when you're less attractive, people aren't necessarily going to talk shit. When you don't have as much, people aren't going to talk shit behind your back as much.
Really?
Because they're not jealous of you.
I guess.
And
But I think
it's so annoying when people dislike you because of jealousy. Because it's like, what do you want me to downgrade myself so that you can feel better? Like you really only want the worst for me because you're upset that you aren't as good.
Mm-hmm. But I also think that it can work in like an inverse way, because it's like when they see people who aren't as attractive but are still like more confident than them, so they're still jealous. So it's like, they're in such a weird limbo, because it's like, okay, I see these people, I'm gonna be critical of them because I'm still jealous of them, because honestly I'm more attractive than them, but I'm not as confident as them, and I wish I had their confidence. But then I see this person who's attractive and also confident, and God, I also am jealous of them because I'm not as attractive as them. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, I understand that. Win. Moral of the story is, you gotta look inward, and when you see something that you wish you had, you gotta realize you can't be mad at the person for having that, because it's not their fault that you don't have it.
Yeah.
It's your fault that you don't have it. Yeah. So my new logic is, if I see somebody that I think is more attractive than me, I'm not gonna be like, fuck them, why are they so beautiful? I'm like, fuck myself, why am I so ugly?
But also, no, I just don't understand. God, he's wrong, and don't listen to him. I don't understand. Also, God, why are all these mofos comparing themselves to other people? Like you said, but I feel like you were on the right track with saying that nobody looks inward. Then you got derailed off the train.
But listen,
no, why is everything always like, I've never been like I don't know, especially to your friends. That's so fucked up. Maybe it's because you're a man. I don't know, but I've never been like, God, I wish I was Ethan Elman. I'm sorry to bring this news to you, but it's like, and none of my friends have ever been like, oh my God, like.
Sorry, I'm fingering my microphone.
I don't know. I just don't understand it. I don't understand why everybody else wants to be somebody else so bad.
I don't want to be somebody else. I just want to be myself, a little different.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? So you don't like your current version of yourself?
I do. I do.
Why the pause?
Listen, oh my God, this episode is gonna run so long, you guys. Okay. I gotta get into it though.
Okay.
So I was thinking about this last weekend, because I was talking to one of my friends, and I realized that a lot of people do not like the way that they look. Mm-hmm. And it got me thinking, because I'm like, when I look at my people I'm close to, I don't look at them and I'm like, they need to work on this, they need to work on this. And then I'm like, but I say that to myself. But then when other people tell me that they don't like the way they look, I'm like, well, damn, I think they're a very attractive person. Then I wonder what they think about me. Because if they're so critical of themselves, but then I'm like, but I do the same thing.
You're saying what? Oh, I don't think, Ethan, you're the most critical person of yourself I've ever met. It's truly insane. It's like fucked up. There might be something wrong with you. Just
why?
You know, because like that's why I think I struggle so much to take what you call good pictures of you. Because I take pictures of you and I'm like, oh my God, this is the most beautiful person I've ever seen in my entire life. He looks so beautiful right now. And I'm taking these pictures at lunch, and then I show you and you're like, I look so ugly and I'm gross. And I'm like, damn. And you're like, you suck at taking pictures. And I'm like, I thought you looked so perfect in these. Like, I don't understand. I think you're very critical. And I have thought about it a lot. Well, actually, not a lot. It's not like it keeps me up at night. But I have thought about it. Because, like, I'll, like, see the pictures on my phone, and I'm like, I wonder what he sees. I wonder what is, like, I'm not going to ask you, though, unless you want to tell me. But it's, like, I don't understand. Like, I see the picture, and I'm like, he looks so good in it. Like, there's literally nothing that could possibly be wrong with the picture. And I don't understand it, because then I take pictures of me, and I look very bad in them. Well, not bad, but I just look silly. I don't know. I'm content with the way I look. But I look silly in them, and you're like, you look fine, you look good. And it's like, bro, how are you going to be so critical of the pictures of yourself where you literally look perfect, and then tell me that I look good in the pictures where I don't look good? You know what I mean? It's like you're a liar, and I wish I could see inside your head, but I can't.
Well, let me let you guys in on a little secret.
Go for it.
I am a very critical person, but only of myself. Well, sometimes of other people, but not in the same way. Like, I'm critical of other people in silly ways. Like, not things
I think they're silly
related to who someone is as a person. Like, if somebody's bad at soccer, I'm gonna be like, "Ha, you're bad at soccer." How? What have I?
You're so critical of things I do.
But not anything that's like, not anything that's like an unchangeable fact about you.
I guess. Oh no, bro,
Like, I make fun of.
till the day I die. No, that.
I make fun of you for having a lisp.
I know. For having autism.
I don't make fun of you. I do not make fun of you.
I also don't know autism. That's the funny part.
She's okay, you guys. So
Anyways,
here's what I say to her. She points things out to me, and I go, interesting. And I tell her she needs to get tested for autism.
Well, yeah, but it's like, I just don't understand. I actually don't point things out. I've never considered
No,
that I have
I
autism.
point things out to you.
And then my manager was like, you have autism. And then he was like, actually, you do have autism. And then everything I do, like earlier I had fucking tanning oil on, and I was like, I need to take a shower. And he was like, you having sensory issues? And I was like, no, I just want to fucking get it off of me because I can feel it on my skin. Anyways, this doesn't matter. If I have autism, it's fine, but I don't think I do.
Okay.
Back to what you were saying.
You could get tested, though.
Well, maybe it's in the works, Shorty. Don't you worry.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Okay. But also, if he's right, he's right. And then I have autism. Oh, there's no winning. Nothing wrong with having autism.
Then why are you so upset?
Because that would explain literally everything, which I know isn't helping my case. But yeah. Anyways.
So anyway, back to being personally critical of yourself.
Yeah.
I have always been so critical of everything I do.
Why?
I don't know. I think, sorry, Mom, but I think it's because my mom is a very critical person.
Really?
Not intentionally, though. It is because she's a Virgo. You can't have a Virgo mom. You have a Virgo mom, too?
I'm a Virgo.
Oh, don't have kids.
Virgo mom. Why?
Because they're unintentionally critical. Like, my mom would be like...
Do you think I'm critical of people?
Yeah.
Okay.
You do point things out regularly, but you don't say, the thing is, people don't say it the people that don't say it in a critical tone, but it's still critical, I think is almost worse because you don't recognize, like, people are still going to internalize it the same, but the person is never going to recognize it as critical. Like, if you're like, that was a shitty thing to say, and they're like, I'm just pointing it out, like, what do you mean?
I guess, but I don't understand the difference between being critical and just making an observation. Because you've said this before, and it's like, if I see someone making an observation, coat, I'm like, they're wearing a silly coat. I'm not like, that's an ugly, silly coat. It's like, no, I'm like, they're wearing a silly coat.
Yeah, but it still has, like...
But if somebody told me I was wearing a silly coat, I'd be like, yeah, it's a silly coat.
If my mom was like, comparing to people like, wow, it looks like this person actually has a lot more muscle than this person.
Yeah.
It's like, it still has the same meaning. Like, you know what I mean?
I guess so, yeah.
And then it's like, well, I'm just pointing it out.
Okay, so you think your mother was like this to you, so that's why you are the way
Oh, yeah. Well, I know she was because I can recall it.
Okay.
But no hate.
Oh my gosh. So am I critical to you in a way that makes you insecure?
Sometimes.
How
but
so?
not very, it's not as bad anymore because you don't point out things that are like, I think especially with parents and with family members, they like to point things attached to your physical appearance.
Gotcha.
Like, every single time I've gone home, it's been like, you've gotten so skinny, like your legs are so thin, or something like that.
Well, do you think they're not just worried about you?
But there's a way to be worried about someone without saying it to their face.
I guess that is fair, yeah.
Like, it's a weird thing to say to someone's face.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And also, I've been the same weight since, like, 8th grade.
Yeah.
I have not changed weights since then. Like,
Yeah.
it's increased since where I was, like, gradually as I grew taller.
Yeah.
And it's proportional to, but ever since I've been 6'1", I have, like, barely changed weights.
Yeah.
Like, it stayed within, like, one time I was down like maybe 15, 20 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not like an insane difference compared to people who actually like gain like 60 pounds or 90 pounds.
Yeah.
And then, oh God. Just in high school too, it was very, very strange because suddenly people stopped saying it.
Stop saying what?
So when I was growing, well, this is a whole other thing. When I was growing up, I had friends that were a lot thinner than me and a lot smaller than me already. So I get called fat.
Really?
And now today, people are like, you're so fucking skinny. Why are you so skinny? And then there's the skinny people still. Actually, you know what? Let's talk about this.
We're talking about.
There's the skinny people today who, because I consider myself pretty average, maybe I'd say pretty average. But the bigger people are like, you're too skinny. And the smaller people.
You've been called too skinny?
Yes, by so many people.
Really?
I'm too skinny to some people. But then the people who are really skinny are like calling me a fucking fat pig.
Really?
Yes.
Has this happened on multiple occasions or just by one person?
Yes, it has happened on
Really?
multiple occasions. There's the people that are like, you're a fucking skinny little bitch. And then there's the people like, you're a fucking fat bore. And it's like, Jesus fucking Christ, I can never win with these people. No matter what I do. Because if I get any skinnier, then these people are going to say that I'm too skinny. If I get any bigger, then people are going to be like, well, look at him. He's a fucking fat pig.
Well, are you content with your weight?
Yeah, I don't really care. I don't really care about weight. Like, I haven't stepped on a scale. I don't have a scale at my house, so I haven't stepped on a scale since I moved in. But
it still frustrates you, obviously.
Well, yeah, because how can I never win with anybody?
Well, are you winning with yourself?
Probably not.
So you lied
Well,
earlier.
here's the other thing. My junior year, you guys, if you go through my closet, I still have a lot of my clothes from like high school. If you go through my closet, you can tell which year was my junior year because the tags are cut off of the clothes. Because I liked to wear, well, I still do. I like to wear baggier clothing. But it was like baggier when I was before junior year was like a large. Baggy now is like a double X. And it's not that I've changed sizes. It's that my limbs are so long and my body is so long that if I wear something baggy, it has to cover my stomach.
You're a very large man. Not in a bad way. Like, you're tall.
And
you're a big man.
So my junior year, I started cutting the tags out of everything. So I could just pretend it was a large.
But what was it actually?
Like an extra large, double X.
Oh,
'Cause
I understand. Because you were getting taller.
Yeah.
Oh, I understand.
But
now.
I was also probably getting fatter because I didn't play any sports because I tore my ACL. And I definitely was because I look back and I'm like, damn, you're a fatty.
Damn. Wow.
That's how I also feel now.
You feel like a fat fatty?
Yeah.
Why?
Lately?
Why?
Because, let me just tell you, I think I was definitely skinnier in the summer.
Really? Well, I think everybody's skinnier in the summer.
It's so terrible.
Well, not really. It's supposed to be that way, just to let you know.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is, because it's colder and you're inside more. It's part of human nature.
But
Not human nature, it's part of actual nature. You're supposed to gain a little bit of weight in the winter because it's cold outside and your body needs to sustain itself. Because you have to fucking stay at homeostasis. Your freaking basal membrane, it is working to keep your body at homeostasis. So, and you know what? That's why cold-blooded animals are actually kind of better because they don't need to eat as much food. But fucking humans, they need to eat more food to keep their body at homeostasis because we're warm-blooded. Just to let you know.
Okay.
I'll get that test question right tomorrow.
Well,
Anyways,
my point
I'm sorry you feel like a fatty. That's not a good feeling.
It's so tricky because
Why?
for some reason, I don't know why people are so honed in to the way I look in particular. Like,
Really?
how many people have commented on your body in the last month that you could think of?
Oh, so many.
because I feel like it's an absurd amount. Like, if I post a video of me trying a smoothie
Yeah.
and you're like being like, oh, you look like this and this, like sliding up and I don't know you, that's so fucking weird.
That is weird.
And it's like, why are you paying so close attention?
I don't understand either. That's what, this actually really frustrates me. I'm not going to say it because I'm going to cry. Continue.
Please speak.
I don't understand. You guys, I was very sad in high school and I gained a lot of weight, I will admit. And I'm much happier now and I've lost a good portion of weight. And when I see my family members and they're like, wow, you've lost so much weight. And it's like, but I'm also so much happier now. Like, why is that the only thing that you can point out? Like, okay, sure, I've lost some weight, but also I'm so much happier now. Why is that the only thing that you can, it makes me so upset. It's like, God, I'm happy. But you know what I mean? It's like, I'm happy now. Like, sure, I'm a little bit skinnier, but I'm also happy now. So can't you comment on that? Like, there's other things that you should be focused on. It's so sad. Anyways. That's all I have to say. It makes me so frustrated because it's like that is like the least important thing about a person. Like, give me something else. Like I don't care if you're skinny, because you know what? A lot of the skinny bitches are really fucking mean, and that's why I'm so happy that I'm a little fat and ugly, because I think I have such a good fucking personality. Because all these mofos, you know what I've learned? They are skinny and they're beautiful, so they've never had to try to make friends, you know? Because everybody just wants to be their friend naturally, because it's like, oh, I'll be friends with a pretty bitch. You know what I mean? Do you get what I mean? You actually might be on the inverse of this. Do you get what I mean? Do you get what I mean? He's just looking at me. Do you yes or no? Well, I think you have a good personality. But my point is, do you get my point or no?
Yes, I do.
It's like, I don't know. I'm happy that I am the way I am, because I think that I've also developed a personality. Because I think there's a lot of people, actually, I was talking about this with somebody last night, is that there's a lot of people who it's like, they're like 19, 20, and they actually have no personality, because people have just liked them for their looks their entire life. You know what I mean? Anyways, that's all I have to say.
I think I have personality.
I think you
and I think it's because it wasn't until very recently that people said anything really nice about me.
Really?
Yeah, which is kind of crazy because I feel like I've stayed pretty similar my whole life.
Nice about you in regards to your looks, you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, when I was... I guess it's hard to explain. Like, nobody ever... This also might come as a shock to a lot of people, but especially in high school, I didn't really have anyone who was, like, really... I don't know how to explain it. Like, people weren't going around in high school being like, wow, Ethan is so attractive.
Mm-hmm.
At least I didn't hear it, and I don't think it was said.
Okay.
Because I look back and I'm like, But until recently, it's been like, now that's all people will say. Really? They won't be like, you're so funny or you're so nice. It's like, you're so hot.
So you wish people would give you compliments based more on...
I like both.
Do you really?
A mix of both, yeah.
This is interesting. On our first episode together, you said, I asked you what's your favorite compliment you've ever received, and you said that you didn't like compliments based on your appearance, and that you liked it better when people complimented things that you could change, like if you had written a really cool song that you shared with them, or like you played a good soccer game.
Yeah, well, those are obviously more meaningful compliments. Like, somebody told me, if somebody calls me nice and says that I'm a nice person, I think that's the best compliment that they could give me. The ones I normally get is you're funny or you're hot.
Interesting.
Which, funny, I like funny. I can take funny. Hot is weird. It's really weird.
You don't enjoy?
Yeah, if you're gonna give a compliment based on
fair.
looks, it has to be better. Like, compliment the outfit I'm wearing. Or, I don't know, say you like the color of my hair. I'm fine with people saying they like the color of my eyes. But they always choose the weird ones. Or, like, something really fucking random. Like, your nose bridge is amazing. Like, some shit like that. But being like, you're so hot is weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. I'm sorry.
Basically, Moral of the story is...
Just be kind. I feel like that was the moral of the last, 4 stories as well, guys.
God.
Oh my god. This is so good.
Moral of the story is don't be too critical on yourself. But also don't take my advice because I'm actually the biggest fucking hypocrite ever.
Take my advice. Guys, I love myself so much, which actually I know I should. I was going to say I know I shouldn't, but I should. Anyways, I say don't be critical of yourself. If you like yourself, that's what matters. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Would you really?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you love yourself? I haven't asked you this in a long time.
And have I ever answered you yes?
I don't think so, no. But I also typically, God, I was really silly last year. Typically, it'd be when people were I would emotionally prime them a little bit, and they would be a little bit intoxicated, and I'd be like, do you love yourself? God, I haven't asked anybody that this year. Anyways, you don't have to answer.
That's a tricky question.
Thank you.
I've been thinking about this a lot lately because I watched Trisha Paytas'
yourself?
podcast. No, thinking about love.
Oh, okay.
I watched
I
Trisha
love
Paytas' podcast. Did you watch it with her husband?
I didn't.
You
Yeah,
need
I'm
to
sorry.
watch it.
I'll watch it.
And he says that love is, you can have love for anybody as long as you don't have hate for them. Because anything that is not hate is love. I was like, that's such a fucked up way to see things.
Yeah, I agree. I think that hate and love can't exist at the same time. I have an interesting book for you to read about that.
And also, I've decided, because I think it was last episode we were talking about, or a couple episodes ago, we were talking about people we were in love with in high school.
Mm-hmm.
And looking back, you're like, this person never gave me anything.
Yeah.
So I've decided that there is no, when people are like, you know love when you find it, and you'll know, it's like they're trying to gatekeep it.
Mm-hmm.
I've determined that it's always situational and dependent on your situation. At the time in my junior year of high school, that's what it was.
I agree
but
with
now
that
it's
entirely.
different.
I agree. And I don't like when people look back and it's like, oh, it was so wrong. It was love wasted. It wasn't love at all. And it's like, no, that's not true. If it brought you something at that time and it was love to you at that point, then I think it was love, in my opinion.
I agree with that. Wow. What did we start off talking about?
I don't know.
We covered a lot of ground this episode. This is going to be a really long episode.
Sorry, guys. We don't want to say.
Yeah, I'm really hungry, so I want to go get food.
We have to go.
What time is it?
It's 1 p.m.
Oh my god, you guys. We have to go fast.
Quick. Okay. We love you guys.
Bye.